Paul, you're here at IOSH10 and you'll be talking about influencing senior management. Why do you think top-level buy-in is so important when it comes to health and safety?
I think you actually need that because they set the direction. Our senior executives, once you get to know these guys, you realise they are human beings at the end of the day, and they have the same desires and beliefs that we have. And if you get to know them and get them on side, then they actually set the agenda. So the senior people within Samworth Brothers will actually start to influence the various directors at the businesses. And you just get that escalation, that cascade right down through the organisation.
How do you think health and safety professionals can make a real mark on the boardroom agenda?
Well, for me, it was very much about understanding the business initially. I started at Samworth Brothers in 2003, and what makes this business breathe? What are their values, their beliefs? And it's getting to know the various characters within the business as well. The chief exec, David Samworth, or Sir David Samworth now, getting to know him a little bit, talking to people that know him. So you need to understand the culture of the business, so you can actually relate, and people respect you for that, I think. And then part of that is just taking your time. You're not going to change the world overnight.
So it sounds almost like a very psychological approach of understanding how people tick and how you can best influence them, not just dictating a set of safety rules and regulations, maybe.
Well, it's a good question. I hadn't really thought of that before, but psychology is something I'm really interested in. And you really do need to get to know these guys. I tend to talk to them when I meet directors. I tend to say to them, how are the kids, or how's the house move going, or how's the rugby, or something. So they recognise you as a human being, not a robot that's driven by standards and legislation. So yeah, it is a psychological exercise, I suppose.
What's kind of the key thing that you're trying to get across in your presentation that you think people can learn and take back to their own workplaces?
Well, it's very much about understanding the culture. If you have a belief that your business actually wants to make it safer, then that makes it a lot easier for you. It must be really difficult to work in an organisation that doesn't have that desire, that just wants a safety advisor there or a safety manager purely because it seems like a good thing to do, or for compliance. So that must be quite difficult. So in that respect, I'm really lucky that I've got into the heart of Samworth Brothers, and they're sort of a company that once they've got you, they've got you for a long time.
This year's IOSH conference is all about making the case for health and safety. If you could say one thing to make the case for health and safety to your business, what would it be, do you think?
It's a people business. It's not a technical, bureaucratic business, it's a people business. And I think your point about an understanding of psychology and what makes people tick would be really useful for safety practitioners.
Thank you very much for your time, Paul.
Thank you.